nigga said three.
And welcome back to Talking Throughout the Hours. We are your hosts, us three, TJ Bay, Tyler Byron, and Alan Poe, back once again with the latest and greatest. As you can see, this is going to be a new fit from now on. This is how it's going to be, how it's going to be, how it's going to go. So I know y'all niggas wanted to say something. I know you niggas have some topics on your mind. So without any further ado, the floor is yours.
Who, nigga, who you talking to?
Whoever wants to go first.
All right.
I wanted to talk about Ja Morant, the basketball player for the Memphis Grizzlies. If people don't know him, Ja Morant has been unprofessional lately for a person making $100 million. He's pulling guns on 17-year-olds over a pickup game because they threw a basketball at him. He's running up on the staff at the store because they disrespect his mom. He came up there with 6 or 7 people, bum rods the store, pulling infrared beams on the Indiana Pacers staff is something that I never heard of in my life from a basketball player to decide that you want to pull infrared beams on basketball staff for a multi-billion-dollar organization. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
Well, I'm gonna say something real quick because you said I was thinking something. You said how he has been lately. Ja Morant wasn't like this a year or two ago. We wasn't hearing none of this, man. None of all this thug talking, all this craziness. Like somebody keep getting in his ear. And Ja Morant, he on social media. He a kid, so he on social media and he go with the trends and shit and all that. And so all this snitching stuff and all this other stuff that's coming out now, everybody on the street, all the songs about being a thug, the drill music and stuff. Excuse me. Ja Morant is part of that too. He's a kid, man. He's doing that dumb shit. So, like I said, we wasn't talking about this a year and a half ago. So now he's
actually they've been talking about it for like the last couple of years. This ain't the first year that he's been Thug Life Ja Morant. It seemed like right after he signed the contract,
that $200 million.
Yeah, when he signed a $200 million deal, that's when he became Thug Life Ja Morant. And he's been talking smack, and he talks smack in all the games. He's like the worst trash talker in the NBA. And he's threatening people with guns on the court. He's doing all types of stuff. Now they like, Ja, like, even LeBron had to tell him, like, Ja, man, like, you talking way too much. Like, when you start talking like this, you ain't even won nothing. Yeah. You talking like this. Like, you acting like you won championships. You ain't won nothing. You ain't even been to a championship.
I can kind of see it being he's enthralled in that Memphis life. You know what I'm saying? So like Memphis Grizzlies finally have a star that they can relate to. And I'm sure he's big. Of course, everyone knows he's big in the city. And I'm sure he knows a lot of people in Memphis. So to be down, you got to represent for us. Who knows? Nigga could be getting extorted if he's not acting a certain way. Now I'm just throwing that out there. But you know what I mean? Like, kind of like you said, it's kind of weird after 2 years. Now, listen what I'm saying.
I thought of something.
If I'm making $100 million, who the hell gonna extort me with $100 million? How?
They're bigger niggas in Memphis than him. What are you talking about?
Hey, he's saying he the 6'9" basketball.
How is he gonna get extorted with $100 million? Look, you can hire security, big 6'7" dudes that be all around you all day.
He don't want doing that.
He wants to be known. He wants to be accepted into the Memphis lifestyle. That's what it is. Nigga, I guarantee if you ask him, be like, "Hey, where you from?" I'm from Sumford, North Carolina, or South Carolina. Ask him now, be like, "Yeah, I'm from Memphis." You know what I'm saying? He wants to be enthralled in that community.
Nah, we gotta.
The question is, why? That's the question, because we worked so hard as kids to try to play basketball to get out. When we was young, if you was good at basketball, the OGs paid you to keep playing basketball. They didn't pay you to gang bang. They
Right.
paid you to play basketball.
That's
No,
correct.
we don't
That's
want
true.
you selling dope. We don't want you on the score. We want you to play basketball. I'm gonna pay for your games. You want some new shoes. They trying to help him go. They trying to help you go to the NBA.
Well,
Why you're in the NBA? You trying to go out the NBA and go back to the streets? Like I just never. It doesn't make sense. I understand what you're saying, Alan, but I'm trying to understand your concept of what you're trying to say.
Alan likes to play the devil's advocate and this shit all the time.
My concept is, okay, put it like this. You had a perfect point, Byron, about the OGs would pay you not to be in the streets. Today, these niggas OGs, they're the same age as them, but they call them their big bro and their OGs.
Nah,
hold on.
okay.
All the OGs,
Okay.
all the OGs that we had growing up are either dead or gone. You know what I'm saying? Or locked up in jail. So I think that all the real gangsters are put away to where these young niggas have to raise themselves to where they feel like, okay, I'm the OG now. I run the block.
Now, look, we talked about this before. Okay, is these little dudes, man? They, like you can't tell them that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like you try to tell them something, and it's just like they don't want to listen to us. That's why they call us old heads now, because they don't give a damn about what we have to say. You know what I'm saying?
Or what we did in the past, or what
we've been through.
Nothing.
They don't care about that. They don't care about that. Oh, every time you try to tell a youngster something now, it's just like they already know.
Old head,
or somebody, or they'll figure it out themselves. They don't care what we had to say, as opposed to us when we was little. You know what I'm saying? We respected the older generation. We listened, and they guided us in the path to where we were not acting a fool. Like we ain't gonna be 40 years old like these kids and still trying to be in the street thugging and doing all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think they don't want to listen no more is what it is. And Ja Morant's a part of that. He's a part of that generation. You know what I'm saying? Like his dad is right there at the games. And nigga, like, his dad will call him out, oh, you playing weak and all that stuff, but he ain't calling him out on this bullshit, with the thug stuff.
Well, because his daddy's damn near our age and he's living his life. He's getting paid too. So it's also his time to shine. So why would you? I understand as a father, you should teach your son the rights and wrongs.
Exactly.
But if this is also his father's coordination into being a millionaire, hey, nigga, give me money, nigga. I can't tell him nothing. I'm letting him do it. I'm out here flossing, doing what I gotta do.
And that's where
at this point, his dad did his best to raise him. He's a grown man. You can't blame his dad no more and tell his dad to try to tell a grown man what to do and how to live. Like, you know what I mean? He's a grown man. You legally can't do nothing, and physically he can't do nothing.
No, physically and legally, no, but he can still give him advice.
Yeah, you can still talk to
him. But maybe he feels that what he's doing is not as bad as what people make it seem like it ain't that bad. Because, the media can blow things out of proportion and make it seem more worse than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, the media right now is looking at Ja Morant like, what I'm saying? Like some stone cold gangster that just hit the scene. Like, really, and he's a millionaire and he's a stone cold gangster now. Like, they're tripping. They're really tripping about this because we never seen $100 million basketball player decide that he wants to be a real thug.
Real ganger, yeah. See,
like Iverson never said he wanted to be a thug. Iverson dressed in the thug apparel, but you never see no implication of Iverson going on the block to sell dope or going on or trying to decide he want to be a pimp or shoot at somebody. No, Iverson dedicated his life to basketball, and you've seen it.
But see, Iverson
this
also
dedicating his life to NBA young boy and toting pistols. He's not dedicating his life to winning.
But see,
so
Iverson,
he got $100 million.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but Iverson also had a rude awakening to where he was locked up in prison. If it wasn't for John Thompson and Georgetown, then you never would have even heard of Allen Iverson. So I think he realized he had a second chance, which is why he was like, you know what, this man saved my life, got me out these streets. Let me act right, because who knows if I ever get this chance again.
But at the same time,
Ja Morant, he hasn't faced anything. You know what I'm saying? So
no, like Allen Iverson too, though, is like he had you know, the big homies also telling him was like, okay, yeah, you was in prison now, like you ain't like we see you can be in basketball and you ain't gonna mess this up. So now he was able, the people he was hanging with knew that
Mm-hmm.
Allen Iverson was about basketball. So
Mm-hmm.
they didn't try to push him towards that shit. Oh yeah, you can hang with us here, but when it's time to, or when something go down or something like that, you got to go. You
You
know what
gotta
I'm
go.
saying? Yeah. So with Ja, ain't nobody that like I can see where you coming from with his dad just saying like he a grown man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him you know, make his own road and shit like that. You know, if he fall off it, you know what I'm saying, that's his bad, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get mine too. But at the same time, it's just like there's a point where you gotta look at your boy and just tell him like, hey
Nigga, you
man,
fucking up.
yeah, you doing too much, man.
Right.
Just like calm it down a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you moving way too fast. Like you said, this nigga pointing, he got his homies pointing beams and like, and let's just be honest, man. Are these really his homies from back home? Or are
Probably
these
not.
nings from Memphis? You know
I,
what I'm
They
I
all
saying?
was
from
gonna
Memphis.
suggest
They
that.
all from Memphis. He from Sumter, South Carolina, man. He grew up around white people. He played basketball with white
So they all
people.
from Memphis. These ain't his boys he grew up with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he has no history of smoking blunts as a teenager. He has no picture of
I
him
seen
smoking a blunt as a teenager.
I seen pictures of him. You know, he had the little cross you know, shirts on, and he was smiling all the time, taking them good pictures and
You didn't see a
played.
blunt in his hand.
Nope, I never seen no blunt in his hand. I never seen him on
Yeah.
the street. I never seen him, you know what I'm saying? I never seen his pops, you know what I'm saying, throwing up gang signs, nothing, you know what I'm saying? So
Maybe this nigga's tired of
like,
being disrespected. He's like, fuck that.
He was
Fuck that
taking
nah,
nigga.
family pictures. He took family pictures. Like he mom,
yeah,
dad, you know,
yeah,
like a
two
real
kids,
family
yep,
picture, a real
yep.
family portrait picture, you know?
Oh, in the grass, everyone had matching outfits, jeans and button
Yeah.
ups.
Yeah, nigga, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's this.
But I
I
mean,
don't
but there have
know.
been a lot of people who aren't or who never grew up in the street who want to be in that street life. You know what I mean? There have been a lot of people who came from good homes as well who want to indulge into that.
Well, that's goes to say with the music too. Then
Yeah, but
it's just
usually people that come from a good home, they don't usually wait till they're like 21 and 22 making $100 million to decide to act like
Right.
that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like usually is they doing it in high school or they start late at 15 or 16 a- and then start. But they don't start at 23, start gangbanging at 23, man.
23. Yeah.
With $100 million in your bank account. No, man.
Yeah, and then you start, you know, toting red beams and
Yeah,
shit.
you be pointing red beams at Indiana staff. Come on, man.
Well, it kind of makes sense now with the
He
whole.
wilding though. Yeah.
It kind of makes sense with that whole thing between Memphis and Shannon Sharp.
Oh.
That whole altercation because now you can kind of
Mm-hmm.
see how okay they think like they're hard
They,
like
yeah, they really think they
they really
hard.
think they're hard so
No,
they're
they're the most shit talking team in the NBA that hasn't did nothing. They talk a whole bunch of shit. All they do like is talk shit on the court. They beat us the other day. I'm a Lakers fan. They beat us the other day. Ja had 39. But it was some horrific defense and turnovers. But they was talking smack. They talked smack the whole game. And it's like, what have y'all won? What have y'all haven't even made it? Y'all haven't even won the Western Conference championship, and that's the way y'all feel. Like, you know, he making quotes talking about he's fine in the West and all that stuff. Like, he put himself in the situation talking.
Yeah,
true
he made himself a marked man doing that.
and now
And
look
then the
you got
funny
that
thing too is this is the funny thing too is I was watching this on I seen this is he said we good in the West, but in the West when they're playing against West people, they have losing record. So they're winning against the East, but they're losing against teams in the West. So that shit right there is just his young brashness, you know what I'm saying? Just I mean, he already looked dumb for that, you know what I'm saying? Because they went on a like 4-game losing streak after he said that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then Denver got in their ass.
That's why I feel like black people athletes shouldn't get paid until you get a ring. You shouldn't get no black. You don't deserve no. You don't deserve to get paid $100, $200, $300 million. You didn't even win no ring. Because this is what happens when you don't win no ring and you get this money. You go crazy, start losing your mind, you start saying some crazy stuff.
I mean, this is one exception. This is one exception.
You're in the strip club, you're gang banging, you doing everything. You blowing your money. You think you calling yourself a champion. You haven't even did nothing. Haven't did nothing.
Oh.
That nigga's winning in life. He's a champion of life.
All I can say is this. There's two things or a couple things that might happen here. For one, the only reason he's still on the court right now is because he is Ja Morant.
Yeah, he's their draw.
Yeah, and then
he's the upcoming wave.
And two, if there's enough backlash and enough people saying stuff about it, they're gonna have to do something about it, or they're gonna have to bring up some kind of charges. He may not be convicted, but they're gonna have to bring up some kind of charges if there's enough uproar. And three is like you said, he's doing this shit to himself. Like this, like you're making $200 million, like, and you just got a Nike deal, and you just got a Gatorade deal, like,
right,
bruh, like you need, like,
you tripping,
yeah, you sick with it, man.
You just came out with your own shoe. You're an icon. Kids love you. They doing dances with you. Screaming like you Michael Jackson when they see you. You know what I mean? Ja Morant. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're an icon. Kids love you. And then now, you decide to throw your life away and gang bang and pull out pistols. You don't even have a pistol. Why do you need to even have a pistol? $100 million, you don't need a pistol. You got enough security, enough friends around. You don't need no pistol with $100 million.
Maybe he ain't got no hands.
See,
he got dribbles but no hands. That don't make no sense.
Well, that's another thing we got to talk about this.
When are people going to what? Talk about what?
This is what we got to talk about, though, is you know how the report said that he hit him like 13 times and then went and got the gun. Right. But, initially, like we was talking about, me and Al was talking about this yesterday. So what they said was Ja Morant checked the ball to the little kid hard, right? And he caught it. And then he checked it back to Ja, and it went through his hands and hit him in the face. And then after he did that, Ja Morant, you know what I'm saying? So this is where it gets a little cloudy. Is if Ja Morant hit him, you know what I'm saying, like did all that beating him up after, he threw the ball at him, then Ja Morant's going to be in trouble, regardless of whoever it is, or, you know what I'm saying, like that. He going to get in trouble because that's assault right there.
My only question to this,
there is no self-defense, even because he said, the little boy said, I'm going to light up the whole block. You didn't, I bet the little boy, and I'm sorry to say this, I bet the little boy didn't say, I'm going to light up the whole block before Ja Morant hit him in the face 13 times.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
So I think he said, he was like, oh, nigga, you hit me with the ball. Ja Morant think he a thug. Nigga, you go beat up a 17-year-old 12, 13 times, hit him 12, 13 times. And then, he was like, nigga, I'm going to go light this block up, you old punk. And then he was like, all right, I'm going to go get this gun. I'm going to go get my gun. He's like, little nigga, yeah. Like, Ja Morant.
You don't feel like that was excessive 13 times? I feel like that's excessive.
Yeah, nigga, that's what, yeah, that's bad. That's beyond excessive. Well, that's why I think
first you're beating up on
beyond excessive just for
you're beating on a minor.
Yeah, you're beating up on a minor.
You're beating up. I don't care if you're 23. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your job is to be a professional athlete, which they impose you to work out all the time. So you're probably like a lot stronger than the kid. So like. And he's 23 and 18, like, you're 23 and he's 17, bro. Like, you get into an altercation with a kid. Like, if I'm into an altercation with a kid, man, like, I'm just telling, like, man, I'm just like, man, I'm going with that, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. I'm gonna just walk away.
My only question is, I want to know how many females were in attendance.
It was at his house.
I know, but I want to know how many females were in attendance. And so when the young man threw the ball back at him and hit him in the face, I wonder how many of them chuckled like, ooh, and he hurt. He was like, oh, nah, fuck that.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
back. So his pride was hurt because females on the side were over there talking, giggling, and got him amped up. So when he came back out, he was like, oh, yeah, oh, Ja, he
No,
handled
it
his
probably
business.
wasn't hurt. It probably was not hurt. He been hit with a basketball in the face so many times playing basketball in the NBA. So his pride wasn't hurt. He was being Ja Morant. He was being Thug Life
Damn
Morant. You
thug,
know what I
nigga.
mean?
Yeah, nigga. Like,
He
oh,
did his
little
pride
nigga,
had
you
nothing
gonna
to do
hit me
with
in the
pride.
face, nigga?
He's
Like, come on. Like,
Thug
what?
Life Morant. And you don't know who I am. You better know about me. You know? Like he wants people to know about him. He wants people to know about him in the streets. And it's like, why do we need to know about you in the streets? We need to know
Right.
about you in basketball. We need to know, are you going to win a ring? Are you going to even try to win a ring? Are y'all a hoax? Are y'all for real? Man, we don't need to know about you carrying a gun and rapping the next NBA Youngboy lyric. We don't care about it.
Maybe he's trying to be the next
Play that.
Pee Wee Kirkland.
Yeah,
Man.
play basketball, man.
A legend in two sports, huh?
Oh man. Ja.
Yeah. Hopefully the young man gets some help because I don't see this going down smoothly. He's gonna have to end up doing community service. He's gonna end up losing some deals.
Yeah, he gonna learn from it.
Yeah.
Something gonna happen, or it's either gonna be something small gonna happen and he gonna get a little bit of time, or something big gonna happen where his thuggish shit is gonna get really tested.
Right.
And then he's gonna have to either
bow down,
and I'm sorry,
walk around with his head down, sad about life, because they can just take everything away from you. As soon as you get it, you feel happy. They can take it away from you. That's the scary part about America, And
well, that's the thing about Ja Morant getting it, is that's a different. Well, see, that's why Shaq and all them niggas, they do what they told, is because they worth a lot of money, but there's people over them giving them that money, so you got to do what they say.
No,
and they can take it away from you.
But no, I mean, you got to look at Shaq and Shaq cares about his family, so he's like, I'm not fucking this money up because this provides for my family. Well,
True.
Whereas Ja Morant's young, he's living in the moment. He's not really thinking about what's going to trail on the end of this. So when he ends up broke, like what's the point guard from Cleveland? He was rumored to have dated LeBron's mom.
Oh,
Delonte. Yeah,
Delonte West.
Right, and you saw what happened to him. So
that Byron shit froze. Oh, there you go.
No, I'm back now.
All right,
I'm back now.
But yeah.
What about Delonte West? You said?
Oh, what I was saying is that like Shaq and all these other players, they realize that they actually feed their families, whereas Ja Morant is a young player who's not really thinking about what might transgress for the rest of his life if he fucks this up. So he might end up being like Delonte West on the streets, playing pickup games. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing is that could happen to any of them too.
Right.
That could have you ain't.
He already had money, man. He didn't grow up poor, so he don't care. Like if you grew up poor, if you grew up already having money, silver spoon in your mouth, you ate good, you had a good family, mom greeted you as soon as you got home with a good home cooked meal because you're a good kid, patted you on your shoulders. You got late night cooking with the family, y'all ate together.
You cut out right there. All right. Well, we'll see if he calls back in.
Get back.
Yeah.
So my take is Ja Morant because there you go. Ja got to.
That.
He went to this. Oh, you good? You good?
Yeah, sure.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
We're saying
so that's all I'm saying is that he doesn't have the effect of losing money because he always had money. He wasn't always super rich, but he always had money. He never lived poor. So it doesn't really affect him as much like it would affect somebody that was poor. That's why they care about playing basketball a lot, because they're poor. They don't want to be poor again. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Mm,
That's true.
very, very good point. Very good point. What are you
So
saying, T?
with Ja Morant, man, he's just like, oh, that the Byron just made it. Byron just made a good point, kind of along the lines what I want to say. So, like, he, I guess, not a silver spoon. But when you grow up from, in the street, when you're not in the streets, and you're probably sitting there looking at it, and you're glorifying it, from afar, but your dad, that you don't touch it when you're little. Now you get older, you got money in your pocket, you can pay for certain things, you can pay for guns, you can pay for your homies to do this shit. So a lot of more people like you and shit like that. Yeah, I can see how he changed up.
And
But
and,
I
and
hope, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and let's not get it confused. Like I said earlier, I'm sure a lot of big time dealers or people who run the streets ask for him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
they want him to be around them, right? So,
right, because they want that money.
but after a certain point of time, you kind of feel a part of that group. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If that kind of makes sense.
yep. So Young Ja, or anybody who knows Young Ja, or be around Ja, or like if you follow him and and he comments on anything you say, man, tell that young man to calm the hell down, man.
Yeah, yeah, get his shit right.
Yeah, his life is gonna be too short pretty soon if he keep playing shit like that. Like money ain't gonna protect you from everything. I'm sorry, especially you being a black man in America.
Which kind of goes into our next topic. Um, you said you want to talk about K Flock, right?
Yeah,
So for
yeah.
those who don't know, he's a rapper from what city?
He from the Bronx, New York.
Okay. So what was your statement or the point you were trying to make about it?
All right, man. So what I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion is do you think that these record labels are signing these drill artists to push a message knowing that they're about to get put away with that message? And since that message is being pushed and is popular right now, they take their uh music and like they just keep making money on it. Because K Flock now is like you gotta think is like, okay, they already knew dude was like he is this like that little boy don't like he been in the streets, you know what I'm saying? He was a street dude, a little dude before he was a rapper. And so they used his streets, the shit he been doing in the streets to push his message.
Mhm.
And then they knowing that he was either gonna go to jail or get, killed. And now they have his music, have, his masters are theirs.
To make money off it.
Well, yeah, because they gave him that advance. And so, and now he took the advance and now he about to be in jail for the rest of his life, but they still have his masters and they get to make money off it now. So whatever and when people go to jail and shit like that, their music skyrockets and the streams and all that shit goes up. So
You want
why
to
do you think why do you think us the kids keep doing this shit?
the
Get
kids
get
or
no
the
the
industry?
kids. Then that the end it's the industry, but the kids keep getting caught up in this shit, or they know they're doing this shit. They start rapping about it. They know that, and then the industry comes, been like, oh yeah, we know you gonna be hot, nigga, so we gonna sign you to this deal. You keep doing what you're doing though.
Right.
You don't clean yourself up at all. Don't
Don't
come
switch
off
your
the
style
streets.
up. Don't switch
Yeah,
your
don't come
style up.
off the streets. Don't know that you keep killing niggas. You keep going out there robbing people and doing that shit. And then, but you making music for you keep making music for us so we can and we'll push you. I don't see why. I don't think. Do you guys see a pattern in that though?
I think it kind of goes back to Byron's point with the NBA. Players don't have money. So when they get money, you know what I mean? They want to play hard. So for these street dudes, they don't have real longevity money. So once they get it, they're going to do whatever it takes to keep it. So if the label tells them, hey, keep doing what you're doing, or this check ain't going to be coming in, well, I don't want to go back to the block. So I guess I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and talk about the block and keep acting a fool in these streets because these people are paying me to do such. It's like a they're treating rappers like WWE characters, but it's real life.
Well, that's the thing right there. The thing is that, you know, when rap first started and gangster rap first started, it started off as fake gangster rap.
Fake gangster, yeah.
You know what I mean? When it first started, NWA was fake gangster rap. It was gangster. We're talking about gangster activities, but nobody in the group was a certified true gangster.
Right.
So in the early days, you can get away with being a fake gangster because there was no media outlet, there was no internet to follow people around and see what your life is. You know, you only can hear stories if you know the people that were around him. If you didn't know the people, you didn't know nothing about the person at all, period.
Right. You didn't hear him, you didn't see him.
Now with the internet, they pulling your card. They doing receipts. They finding out where you live at, street you grew up on. They interviewing friends. They got bloggers that know close friends that blog your friend, see if you got the life. And, you know, did you do something? Did you punch somebody? They interview the person that went to school with you, a high school student friend, man. So it's harder. Like, it's like you have to be real now. You have to be real. You know what I mean? We can't promote a fake rapper in 2023 because, like, there's too many things that force you to be real. So that's the catch-22 about it. You have to be real, but if you be too real, you're going to go to jail.
Peer pressure.
Right. Right. Yeah. I don't
Well, that's fucked up.
That sounds like shark bait right there. You know what I mean? Like, you're telling me I have to be hard and I have to prove that I did the stuff. Yet, if I do that, I'm going to go to jail for life and not make no money. You're going to take my money while I'm in jail. You're still making money off me because I didn't sign a deal, you know, trying to prove a point with the money you gave me.
Why? But why is that? Why is that okay though, man? Like,
they fail to realize.
That's why they're broke. We have no money.
They're broke, but they fail to realize, like E40 said, there'll be a new nigga next year. So they're not realizing. So once they get that first check, they feel like they're running the whole rap game. They're running the whole industry, not realizing that. Yeah, if you go to jail, they already have like 20 other niggas on the back burner who they're already looking at to sign. You feel me?
So somebody got to tell these little youngsters, like, man, like, we got to go back. I'm sorry, like,
or quit rapping about what you do in the streets. Just make music, make songs.
That's my thing. That's what I gotta say. And I want to check. Okay, all right. So anybody want to say something on K-Flock anymore real quick? Because there was something that I just want to transition to real quick because you said that.
No, go ahead and transition.
Right. Okay, because now Al, what'd you say just a second ago again? Because
about there being like a new nigga next year.
All right, so damn nigga, I just took a hit of that blunt too, but so what I wanted to say is after you know, you see all these little rappers getting the advances, you know, they do the drills and shit like that, they get locked up. Mm-hmm. The people get their music, they stay, you know, they get to keep, you know, doing their music or whatever, to keep pushing their music, and then they got to pay them off or whatever. You know how it works, right?
Right.
So what do they do, like and then with the social media part of it, like, what do they do to not I'm guessing, like, I guess I'm just asking is, like, how do they counter this? What can be done?
Well, really, there's nothing to counter. All right, so I have a perfect example. Bobby Shmurda, right? So
okay,
Bobby Shmurda had a hit song.
He's a terrible example.
No, go ahead. Listen to what I'm saying. So he had a hit song, right? One of the hottest songs in America at the time. Went to jail, kept it real, didn't snitch. Since he's gotten out, he hasn't had any hits, but guess what? He'll always be respected for not ratting. He'll always be respected
No,
for being a real
That
dude. So
people,
so wait. So he'll always have a place in hip hop because he kept it real. No matter if he makes great music or not, he's still going to be somewhere, either not in the limelight, but he'll still be talked about because he kept it so real.
people think Bobby Shmurda's a weirdo now.
exactly. He's twerking at a high rate now. You know what I mean? People
Okay.
looking at
He
him like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, people think he got a little fruit in his
yeah,
tongue.
the
Really?
way that nigga, I'm sorry, yeah, the way that nigga be talking and shit now, like I I mean, that's what I was wondering too. Is like I'd be like, yeah, I was watching him just that nigga mannerisms now. He don't move like no hot boy like he was talking about. Like that nigga talk like he do, like he had a like, or he about to
Wow.
go put a off or something. Cause I'd be like, what type of shit is Bobby Shmurda on now, man? Like this is not the nigga that that was sung. Oh, that hot boy shit, nigga. Like he a totally different nigga. He is a weirdo now.
Or
So
or to your point, maybe that's part of his stipulation on being free. Look at Sibo. Remember how when Sibo got out, he couldn't talk about street life. He had to make
no,
the music.
he
So
couldn't talk about no gang
right.
shit.
So that could be the exact same thing.
I don't know though, man. But it, I don't know.
Hey man, niggas gotta stay free. I'm not saying like all the extracurricular activities, all the twerking and shit like that, but he had to change his persona. He can't stay, street. He has to do something different in order to stay free.
These labels, man.
Hey, well, I mean, if they bail you out of jail or if they cut your sentence, you owe them now. You know what I mean? So
Would you even want to be a rapper though? Really now?
only if I stayed independent and ran my own shit, like 40, or like Tech Nine, because
When was E40 ever independent?
No,
he was
he
independent before, yeah.
no,
He was never
he was sick
independent.
with it. He was sick with it under in what was it, Jai?
Right. So he had an imprint that did distribution, but he was always independent.
The
No,
point
he was sick with a jive, man. He was never independent, man.
he's
He started
independent
off
now.
saying he made some shit. He sold him out the trunk for like a hot 2 weeks or something like that. Signed the deal, man. He was never independent for a long time. He never just had a record company where it was all the way independent. You know what I mean? Like he signed the deal, just like everybody else signs a deal. Everybody has, at the end of the day, everybody has to sign a deal. If you don't sign a deal, there's two options: there's jail or there's death. Now you can choose jail. Jail, they're gonna put some money on your name, mess up your name, you know what I mean? To the point where, you gonna have to look at them like, okay, I give up, I'm gonna have to get a record because I can't get a job nowhere, so I might as well stay with this record deal and make these albums now for massa. Or you can get killed and they'll set it up and make it seem like some gangbangers killed you or somebody off the street killed you when they'll set up something and do the organized hit and take you out.
But then they'll still
So
get, but then they're still making money off you. So no matter what, either death
exactly.
or in jail, they're still making money off you because once you sign on that
Exactly.
once you sign on that dotted line, you are now their property. So they can take your likeness, they can put you on a milk box, they can do whatever they want to because you signed that contract.
They can
Well,
take your money whether you sign a contract or not. They can always take your money.
what do these kids do then?
What do they do? I mean, they gotta sign. They gotta follow the rules. Sign to the label. Be good.
Go to
And,
school, nigga.
and get your money. Be smart with your money. Stack your money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever money you get, don't get excited and blow it. That's the only thing you can do, man.
Oh,
You can't. You ain't independent. You think you're gonna try to start something? It ain't gonna work.
now you ain't gonna be able to just come out and be independent, and just be popping. You got to be on the label first and then go independent.
In today's music, yeah.
Yeah,
In the past, it was more doable in the past.
right. Well, yeah. But
Independent was really hot around the mid '90s when JT the Bigger Figure talked about it, and he had everybody in the Bay on the independent rap stuff. That's why the Bay Area is blackball right now, because they're the ones that really pushed the independent
Saturday, yeah,
Right. And they got
foundation.
over.
They're the foundation of the independent movement. The Bay Area is. That's
yeah.
why they're blackball.
That's why
You
nobody
know,
listen. You don't hear,
Yeah.
oh,
They get those
Mac
spins.
Dre. They be like, what? Who that nigga Mac? Who Mac Dre? Yeah,
shoot, they tried to sign Mac Dre to Mac Dre was trying. They tried to sign Mac Dre to a major label. He said nope.
nope.
He had his own label, did his
Right.
records. He's making money, but hey, look what happened. Mysteriously ended up dead.
And he never got pushed to the masses over the United States, just to the Bay Area.
True.
So
Man, rapping is overrated now, man. Just kids, I don't advise you do it. Let the people that are already do it keep going through that shit. Just keep listening to them. If you want to grow up, be something else. Don't be a rapper.
why you feel like rap is overrated now?
It ain't overrated. It's just rap ain't overrated. Being a rapper is overrated. Unless you're not following the stigma. You gotta change it up. If you're
Well,
gonna be at a label.
being a rapper is more. You gotta understand that you're gonna be a slave to the corporation forever. Like there's no such thing as being a rapper for 3 to 4 years, retiring, loving your money, everything's good. That's not how it goes.
Nah.
You become a rapper, you sign to a label, and you keep doing shows until you die. You keep doing shows until you die. Look at Tina Turner, man. Her legs, man, she was shaking the same legs for over 60 years. Still have to keep shaking the same legs for 60 years, singing the same songs for the corporation.
Eat that cake.
Rolling down the river, man. She can barely even walk, but she's still rolling down the river.
I mean, there are some artists who are able to leave music and do other things.
Who?
I mean, she's a female artist like Rihanna.
Who?
Rihanna. I don't mean like a rapper.
Oh, she'll be no. Rihanna will be back. She ain't done with music.
She ain't done with music. She's coming out with a new album, and she's pregnant right now. After that, they're gonna send her right on the tour. As soon as that baby drops, she's hitting the tour.
ASAP
Rocky, like he can do a tour. He probably doing tours too. They all do.
He going, yeah. They got
that
to.
nigga's babysitting.
And they all working. They all have to do music, man. You sign to a label, you have to do tours. You have to make music. You have to make. The thing is that when you sign to a label, you can't make albums when you want to make albums. You have to make songs and albums when they tell you to make it. So when you first start off,
and they have to like them before they even okay them.
Right. Yeah. So when you first start off, they give you a little bit, you already have your fan base because you come with your fan base. That's how they sign people now. You have to have your own fan base to even get signed. So you have your own fan base. They kind of give you a little bit of freedom on the first album. You know what I mean? They give you a little bit of freedom. That's why everybody's first album is always good, because they give you the most freedom on your first album. They give you the most money on your first album. They put the most money into videos on the first album. Everything's always put first into the first album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's why the second album's always garbage, because it's like they want you to do it this way because they seen you do it that way, but then they try to change you into the pop lifestyle and try to make you make make pop songs and features with people that you're not friends with and all types of stuff, and it just turned bad.
Oh shit.
Start working with people,
yeah, they throw you out there, man. You'd be like, how did that feature come together? How did that feature come together?
Right. It's Little Yachty and Santana. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. It be crazy stuff. Little Yachty and Santana.
How the fuck that happened? Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, that nigga Yachty owed a label a favor.
Right.
So having so basically so basically you have to continue when they decide when you want to release the album, they decide on the second one when they want to release it. So like sometimes when people be like, well, we ain't seen this dude in years, we ain't seen him in a long time, he's been hiding out, he's been doing this, really tell you the truth, he got put on the back burner.
Yeah, they won't let him release shit.
So he's making up a whole bunch of lies about how his life was busy. He's lying. He got put on the back burner. He's begging to him every day. When can I put my song out? When can I do this? And they put him on the back burner. And they telling him, we'll put this out when we decide to put it out.
Right. Because they want that thirst, from the consumer, just so they can make more sales.
No, they just do that stuff on purpose because they trying to make you go broke. They just milk you out. Because they got your masters. They just want you to milk out your advance money so you can want them more.
That's probably why all these artists are selling them catalogs, nigga. They want to get rid of that old shit where they got to split their masters with the labels.
Right.
Get rid of that shit and start make new shit independently, nigga. Because you already popping.
They got rid of their catalogs because they didn't have no choice. You get rid of it or you die. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is serious. Like, I'm tired of y'all thinking that these music executives are some soft punk dudes that sit up in the corporation and are punks and they don't get down with criminals' activities. They're the
hell no.
Yeah, but that's what everyone thinks, that music corporations are a bunch of happy-go-jolly people sitting in a room listening to your music, deciding if they want to sign you. No, these people are hardcore. They have a whole team that works really hard on finding these artists. This is a $1 trillion corporation. They do background checks on you. They do all types of stuff before they sign you, man.
Nigga,
they're just not just signing anybody, man. Like they really do.
To be honest,
background checks.
I think them niggas is some of the most evilest people in the world. To be honest.
Yeah, of course they are.
Most of them are lawyers anyway. So.
Well, yeah, because lawyers know how to take advantage of people.
Mm-hmm. They know loopholes and how to get you and, hem you up.
Well, you're gonna get got. You know what I mean? Like I've been telling.
That's how society works.
I've been telling this before. I be feeling like Charleston White be stealing my material. Because I've been saying that. You gotta, in order to lose, you gotta get screwed. You know what I mean? In order to win, you gotta get screwed. In order to understand to win. You know what I mean? You have to get screwed. When I was a music manager, I was getting screwed left and right. But I learned a whole bunch. I learned a whole bunch in Atlanta too about music. A whole bunch that average people that don't know about in the music industry. And a lot of people are just living a fairy tale, man.
Well, you basically have to learn, because you have to learn on the job. No one's going to hold your hand. So of course you have to find out, okay, how it works. Of course you're going to get screwed, your first 2 or 3 times out until you learn, okay, this is how it goes. I'm going to do this different, do this better. By that time, you're already under the buck. So now it's like, okay, this next time I got to make sure I got all my pins lined up so I can knock them down and get paid.
So very, very rarely will you find someone that wants to help you. Then everybody's just trying to eat your lunch.
Yeah, I mean, even that's what makes the record industry so shady, is because you have 55 and 54-year-old rappers hating on 19-year-olds. You know what I mean? Hate, like really hate, like really hate, no lie. Like trying to blackball them, trying to do all types of hating stuff, tell them that they don't need to be playing their music. Like, you're 50-some years old. You're supposed to be part of the retirement plan. You're supposed to be on the 401k plan of rap, but you're still broke, trying to make their ends get by, still doing local shows now. You may be getting you may be getting
performing in Florida. Doing all your rap shows in Florida now.
Tax free. You were trying to keep all your cake.
All the old folks out there.
You have everybody remembers that one song you back down.
Yeah, everybody come on, everybody.
Oh shit.
Nigga, we do it too, man. You know what I'm saying? We do it too. That one song come on, nigga, you be like, oh shit, nigga, okay, I remember this one.
Yeah,
And
especially who's that nigga had knocking the boots?
oh
I
yeah.
was just thinking of him, Alan. I swear you were reading
Uh
my mind
Paperboy,
right
that's
what's his
now.
name,
I
man?
Candyman.
swear
Nah,
you
it's
were. I was
Candyman.
Candyman.
thinking just of him. You know, I've seen him 2 or 3 times in Monterey. He came and performed that knocking the boot song. Rolling broke and regular as ever. I'm like, this dude, like somebody's knocking the boots.
Yeah,
Nigga, but somebody, when that came on, everybody like, ah, nigga.
Nobody knew who he was. He was walking around the club. Nobody knew who he was. Nobody.
and it was like next on stage, like, oh shit, that's Paper or that's Candyman, cuz what
Yeah,
the
knocking the boots right there.
fuck?
Oh man.
Tell me what we do, we'll still end up knocking the boots.
Knocking the
Oh
boots.
man.
And then Candyman, because I was trying to figure out his name right now. You figured out the name for me. I was just thinking of that dude too. That's funny, man.
Nigga,
Candyman.
I was just listening to what would I get? What's the name? Positive K out, nigga.
Oh yeah, I got it, man.
Special K?
Nah, Positive K.
Yeah, Positive K. I got a man.
That
Yeah,
nigga
I
say I
thought it was
got it,
Special
man.
K. It ain't Positive
Now
K.
Special K, yeah, he's the other dude, but Positive K nigga was from the 80s.
Yeah.
Who's Positive K, man? What's up?
Oh, he had a hit song called "I Got a Man."
I Got
What
a
your man
Man.
got to do with me?
Oh,
I'm not trying
yeah, I
to
remember that song. That song was hard.
So if you
That
came
was
to Planet
Positive
Gemini,
K. Yeah.
if you came to Planet Gemini, like, oh, Positive K, Planet Gemini, niggas hear that one song, cuz $2 well drinks, niggas they're fucked
Oh,
up.
you went to the Positive K
Like,
joint? You went there?
no, if you showed
Hey,
up, hey, if
that's
you
what we
showed
should bring.
up,
We finna bring Positive K to the Gemini. Get your tickets,
yeah,
nigga.
get your
$10
tickets,
at the door, nigga. $10 at the door. Yeah.
Positive K.
yeah.
Oh my God, man, you're killing me, man.
Make flyers,
Yeah,
nigga. You know what
man.
I'm saying? Get radio spots on K-Don. You know K-Don about to put that up.
Man, they love Monterey County. They love the lighter shade of brown. They'll keep bringing that group into bring that group to year 3000. Cuz London still alive, man. They just keep bending the block. Lighter shade of brown. Man, I'm like, cuz
Right, when's the last
gonna
time?
say this song.
Nigga, they was doing shows out there. They was doing like reunion shows back when we was
Hey,
out
come
there
on,
like 25 years ago. What you mean they still coming out right now?
Lighter shade
hey.
of brown cuz is still coming out there. Me, Shaku, and the homies is still hitting the Fox Theater.
Well, if they keep cashing out, fuck it.
Lighter
Like,
shade of brown. It was me, Shaku, and the homies.
hey, if they keep cashing out, then I'd do it too.
Hell
Nigga,
yeah,
like,
nigga.
hey, nigga, I need some bread, cuz let me run out to
You're, hey,
Salinas real
you already
quick.
know you already know your money's at. Like, hey, we gonna put that show in Salinas, man.
Yeah, we gonna
Real.
do a quick little tour, nigga. We'll hit Salinas, then Monterey, and then Santa Cruz.
Hell yeah.
If you're a Latin rapper, you can keep. If you're Latin and you guys are old school 1980s jams, you can just keep hitting Salinas. They gonna keep selling out. I'm telling you, all they do is bring them Latin 80s songs. You know what I mean? They keep bringing them there to Salinas, selling out.
Hey,
Also,
I mean, we all love Stevie B though. Come on, man.
Stevie B is dope, man. He can sell. Like I said, he can go to Salinas and sell out every time.
It's the Aquanet set.
He can't even break dancing no more. He's still selling out break dancing songs. That's crazy, man.
He said they still bringing the lighter shade of brown. Yeah, I ain't heard that group nigga for like 30 years. Yeah.
I was listening to the radio. I was tripping. I was riding. It was late at night. I was high. And it's like, yeah, we bringing it back to 80s. And the lighter, and then next thing you know, it's like, it's me shy tuning in, lighter shade of brown. I'm like, they still bringing cuss.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, speaking of lighter shades, your boy Michael B. Jordan was throwing some over the past couple of days.
Come on, hey man.
I mean, hey, it's called transition, cuz.
Yeah, I like that transition. That was dope.
Called transition.
Hey,
Yeah, so
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I like Michael B. Jordan in the movies though. You know what I'm saying? I like Creed. Watching that's a good ass movie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go see number 3 when it come out. But
it came out today.
Oh, it come out today?
yeah,
it came out today. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like that. I can't call Michael B. Jordan corny because, like, we had homies like him all growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not corny, nigga. It's just them niggas they just different. Yeah, they just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas don't like being in the streets. Some niggas don't like doing bad shit, but they still your boys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't expect shit from like, yeah, nigga. Like Al talk like you talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm over
Niggas talk like that, but
I'm over Redenbacher this corn shit, nigga.
So to me, nigga, it was last when he called her out, but I don't think, I think he was talking about the other girl calling him corny and shit like that. But yeah, but
to me, it don't matter. You roll that's your crew. So all y'all talked about it and all y'all agreed on it, nigga. I'm the most vindictive nigga when it comes to this shit. So basically, yeah, you called me corny. So yeah, if I'm up, when I see you next time, like, hey, back in the day, you was talking shit on me. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, but I didn't know you back then. Yeah, but you gonna get to know me now, nigga. So just know, I know what you said, and I'm not having it. So I think shining, get off me, get away from me, don't talk to me. I'm about to push you in your place.
I don't want your interview.
Nope.
I was just saying, I was telling Alec, we was out of our private talk, I was telling him, like, there's different ways of getting back revenge. So, instead of dissing her at a live award show where you won an award, instead of dissing her, hey man, like play the slide role, get her number, invite her to her house, you know what I'm saying? Film it, everything.
Yeah,
you the whole nine.
You about to be? I was like, hey, fuck that, nigga. Like, me personally, I'm more or less like, hey, nah, it'll hurt even more. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
the opportunity.
Nigga, I'm gonna extort your soul now. Yeah, calling me corny.
I'm gonna remind you every time I stroke. Remember that? Remember you called me corny? Remember?
Call me Orville. Call me Orville.
I think that's the greatest revenge right there, is to have sex with a girl that didn't want to have sex with you before. I try my best every time to do that every day. It's like, you told me no, now I have a mission to have sex with you.
Right.
The mission never stops. I don't care how many years go past. I'll wait till your self-esteem go low. You had 3-4 kids, no money.
Down to your luck,
I still like you. I'm still gonna have sex with you because that's my mission.
He said, I still like you. Like, yeah, ain't nothing changed.
Now I got to that value market. Well, yeah, I remember when you turned me down to 6th grade, you know what I'm saying? Right when yep. 6th grade, right before we went to 7th grade at the dance, Kez. I was like, Kez, like, I was feeling you, and you was like, nah.
Yeah.
Now what?
Y'all never got a girl at Low Market in high school, like she was. You never got a girl at Low Market. Like she was shit in middle school, you feel me? She was shit in middle school, she in high school and went down a little bit. Now it's your chance to move in. Now she done went down.
Hey,
Nah, man, because then
hey,
I mean this goes. I mean, because then you over here paying a high price for low goods, man.
hey, man. Nah, you,
You over here put you over here
nah, you just
you over
getting at
putting
that
some
market value. Cause
you know yeah, but you go into Goodwill getting a wooden table and throw some Murphy's oil soap on it, and then now it's sparkling. You know what
nah, it's
I'm
on sale now. Okay,
saying?
it's on sale now. You got
Hey,
at first when it first came out, the price was, it was like three, it was up there.
He's like, damn, I can't get that. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on
I'm gonna
for a
wait,
hey,
man. I'm gonna
second.
wait.
some people wanted the 72 cutlass in 1972. Some people wanted it in 1995. They
Oh
still
yeah,
got the same car, right?
right.
Yeah, but it's more mileage on it.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly. But they got
they got it though.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
Corny
but
Miles
they
now.
got it.
It don't matter how when they got it, they got it.
I'm the owner now. This is my vehicle. I'm the owner now. Oh
Nigga,
shit.
I had that shit when they had 30,000 miles.
But okay, on the real, do you like? I don't know if you guys saw the interview. Do you think he was being extra? Like when I saw it, I was like,
Nah, he wasn't being
he's not even
extra.
he wasn't like being a total asshole. He was like, yeah, I heard you said, and that was it.
Yeah, they should have felt cool that he was listening to their podcast. I'd have been like, oh nigga, you listening, nigga? I was like, all right, that's what's up.
I
Like
feel
she
like
didn't turn.
I feel like he was being corny, like Joe Budden kind of said, because you're at the award show, you talking about a girl made fun of you in sixth grade, you're almost 4 years old. That come on now. I mean, but that's Alan Petty. That's what Alan was saying. He want to be petty.
Yeah,
Hey man,
there's some
Go
niggas
ahead and
that
be
I
petty
mean,
about it. My petty is putting some dick in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Get
then
another.
there you go. That's the
My petty.
difference.
Everybody
my
has a different form of petty, I guess.
see
Yeah.
my thing is that with Joe Budden was that he got or he was going on his head because he was being petty towards a black woman. Like to me, there's no color to be petty. Like I don't care what color you are. I'm gonna be petty about the whole situation. But see, he tried to start pandering to the black audience, like most niggas do when they want to, get ratings and get subscriptions and looks to have them on their side. Like, oh yeah, he fights for us. None of these hoes fought for us growing up, nigga. Like, come on, man. But now
Well,
you
the
want to.
Black Panther women, they fought for us like a mug. They was out there with the shotguns and everything. They fought for us.
Wait.
I
Hold
wasn't
on, real
alive.
quick. Hold on.
I'm talking
Well,
about
we wasn't alive then.
I was talking about when I was growing up. They
Hold
Oh,
wasn't
when
on,
you
fighting
was
man.
for us.
growing up, no girls fought for us.
Yeah, they
By
wasn't
that time,
fighting for
they
us.
was infatuated with drug dealers.
Yeah,
Hold on,
exactly.
man. Hold on. Joe Budden is the same as Michael B. Jordan. They're like on the same level. So Joe Budden can't say anything.
But that's kind of what I was saying. He's pandering to the the
Oh,
vote
okay, yeah.
To the
because I
black
guarantee
women.
Like, yeah,
because I guarantee if he did the exact same thing to a white woman, he never would have said anything about it.
right. If it was switched, Joe Budden, I would see Joe Budden the same way I see Michael B. Jordan.
But honestly, Alan, I understand that you're agreeing with what Michael B. Jordan did, but would you have did that on the carpet to a girl? Personally,
No, I
at
mean,
that moment.
excuse me. I'm vindictive, but I'm more strategic. I wouldn't do it in that setting. Like I would pull you aside after the fact, like, yeah, so what's up? Oh, no, you looking good. Like, yeah, I heard you say it back in the day, bitch. Peace.
Yeah, that sound like that nigga too.
And then of course there's camera phones around, so somebody would have caught that audio, but like, oh shit, he went hard on it like after the fact once the cameras turned off. Yeah, and like, nah, man, I'm super petty.
If I was Michael B. Jordan, yeah, I'm sorry, I might have did it like, and I was single, I might have did like Byron said, Kev. I
Well,
might have just, I might have just laced her up with some game, Kev, and then be like, yeah, I hit that.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because that's the word. A female can't say nothing to you after you say you fuck. That ends the whole conversation and everything. You know what I mean? They can say anything about you. Oh, he's dirty. He has no money. He has no place to stay. They can talk about you everything from head to toe about your life.
But
But
yeah,
when the
but
minute you say I had
But
sex
you
with
let me,
you.
yeah.
So
But you let me. It does everything.
But I fucked though, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that kills.
But I fucked.
That kills everything. Like you nasty nigga, you ugly nigga, you all that.
But
But
then again, on their side is like, for those females, they were just saying that because he blew up, and you know what I'm saying. They're hurt, so they probably said that to get attention. So he responded to it, not in the same fact, because like there are some niggas who come up and don't have anything, or they're viewed as corny, right? So when they get that one opportunity to have the one that they wanted, they start doing sucker shit for it, right? But in his case, like, nah, I'm over y'all. I'm over this. I'm just gonna let you know about yourself before I move on.
again, it's cool if you was like around in high school or something. And it was like at a you was at a high school
Nigga,
valedictorian
I
or
will
something.
catch you at a
You know what I'm saying?
reunion.
But not
Hold
not
up.
at
I'll
40
catch
years
you at a
old,
reunion,
man.
nigga.
Come
I'll
on,
be at the
man.
reunion, like, oh, what's up? Okay, yeah. Didn't turn out like
uh,
I quite thought,
that
huh?
nigga,
Okay. No,
he
I'm
probably
telling you.
remember. He probably might remember when the first girl took his lollipop back in
Yeah, I
grade
mean,
school.
how was
I
your
mean,
life? How was your life as a kid if you remember a girl talking bad about you in 7th grade? How was your kid? How was your life as a kid, man? Because
oh man,
I'm serious.
my life was great. I was being me. And
I ain't gonna lie, I remember
that's
some
all you
shit
can
that
be.
people said.
And that's all you can be. Now, I'm doing this for podcast purposes. Like I said, I have more tact than that, so I probably wouldn't do it. But in the bottom of my heart of hearts, I would definitely let you have it, especially if you came to me 20 years later and start talking some more shit. Then I'm really gonna give it to you. Like, all right, see, I try to be
She
cool
was
with you.
trying to. That's like, Al, you definitely on top of the world right now.
Nah, but
You
or
doing your thing
or
and
some
all
dumb
that
shit like,
shit.
oh,
He's
look at
like,
you,
oh,
look
bitch,
at you.
remember
Oh,
you called me
okay.
corny?
Nah,
As you,
nah, because I can hear them now. They be like, nah, oh, okay, I see you. You think you're doing big stuff now, huh? And let me tell you something, and I'll just give it to him straight up.
yeah,
Hey,
bitch,
hey,
fuck you.
hey,
You called me corny back in 7th grade, bitch.
you,
Fuck
hey,
you.
hey, you remember? You remember this? No, I remember that. Nigga, I'll lay the whole scenario out. And they're like, how can you remember that, nigga? Because I know that that affected my life. So now I'm about to affect yours in the worst way.
7th grade, a girl calling you corny in 7th grade affected your life?
Because because to me, I didn't feel like I was corny. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't feel that
Putting
way,
a whole movie dialogue for
hey,
this man together, man. Get out of here.
hey, check this shit out. So in my eyes, if I don't see myself, if I don't see myself as being corny,
Hey,
what gives you the right to say such? Don't have me start talking about all the bullshit
I think we just got
growing
a
up.
movie plot, nigga.
Yeah,
20
you just
years.
put a whole movie dialogue. You put his whole
Yeah.
autobiography
35-year down the
biography
line.
story
Yeah, nigga.
together
Hey,
right
yeah,
now.
nigga. The get back, nigga. 35 year get back, nigga.
Yeah, to get back 35 years, you see that broad down the line, cause you like, hey, I remember that bitch called me corny.
Hey, man, but
You just torment her for like, 2 months and shit like that.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, first off, nigga, you hit up on Facebook, like, oh, hey, how you been? Right? Everything good? Then you start posting pictures of pictures of your great life. Like, you see all like, oh, you do well for yourself. Yes, I know I am, nigga.
You one of them. What's them stories that the women on the women's network has
What Lifetime?
yeah, one of them Lifetime movies.
Nah.
Nigga,
Nah,
that's what that
that's totally different though, because on Lifetime, niggas be killing their women and beating them up. See, so I'm not being physical. I'm not being physical. I'm just beating you up emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I'm an emotional killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a
Killing,
bad
beating
day.
up their women.
Yeah, I'm a bad day. That's what I am.
What? Wait, on the
Oh,
women's
man.
network, they always be raping and beating them up and shit.
Man.
On Lifetime, that I think that's the whole premise. It's just dogging niggas out, and that
Uh,
goes into another subject. Like,
we look like we just animals out here.
why? What gives you the right to dog niggas out? Now I get it. Back in the early '90s, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I
Nigga,
get
what
it, but you know
happened to
what I'm saying?
our? Nah, what
That was
happened to our?
easy.
Remember that network that came out a while ago, nigga? What was it? The Man Network? What was it?
Spike.
Spike T.
Yeah, Spike TV was nothing but action-packed movies. Niggas was blowing up shit,
Yeah.
shooting. The Man Show came
Modeling
on.
contest. Yeah.
Yeah, the Man Show came out. Yeah, it was all men shit. Like, yeah, that's what we want to see: beers and tits.
What happened is men don't watch TV. Men watch podcasts. They watch YouTube and podcasts. All men watch the same thing: podcasts and YouTube.
Yeah.
No men watch none of these garbage shows on TV.
True.
They like the 20th episode of every show on TV. CSI, they got 30 CSIs, and everything else is reality TV. And we're not into men are not really into reality TV unless we're watching it with our woman. You know what I mean?
Right. True.
So,
True.
you know, or something juicy your girl wants you to watch with her, you'll watch it for a second, walk away, act like someone called you.
Yeah, but fuck around and watch for like 15 minutes. You're like, hey, what happened now? Hold on. What? Oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? You start getting into it like, nah, I'm gonna let that shit fly. Yeah, I know. I watch a lot of that shit with my wife, so.
Man,
what are you and your wife watching right now?
Yeah, what was you said Monday? You was watching something.
Oh no, on Monday we were watching it's called 1923. So it's a spinoff of Yellowstone.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So it's not bad. You know. If you like Sons of Anarchy, it's kind of like that, but on the Western frontier, you know, niggas dying, getting shot, backstabbing. You know what I'm saying? Life.
Let me see. The last
some cowboy stuff.
He's a rancher, so they own a ranch which is on an Indian reservation. So it talks about the history between how they got the land, and there's people always trying to take it and doing all kind of backstabbing, you know, big money shit, and people end up dead and thrown off cliffs. So it ain't bad.
Song getting thrown off a cliff, it ain't that bad. You know?
It ain't that bad. It's TV. It ain't real. I mean, I'd rather watch that than some of these videos on fucking Twitter and shit. Niggas. Hey, speaking of that, did you hear about? I forgot what city it was. This black dude shot this homeless man sitting on a curb.
No.
Yeah, in broad daylight, for no reason. He wasn't doing nothing to him. He just went up to him and just shot him. And dude he was real casual about it.
You like Christian Bale in American Psycho?
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, some people just do stuff, you know. I mean, the world's going crazy. There's new crazy stuff coming out every second on the internet. Just people.
That's why they were saying. That's what he was saying. That nigga was walking down the street. He seen that dude laying there on a sidewalk, and he was like, man, you know, you disgust me and shit. And he's like, you disgust me. And then he just shot that nigga because he was just a bum on the street. That's American Psycho.
No one's gonna miss you.
Yeah, like
that's fucked
you
up.
know, he told him he smelled of shit and all that shit. Like, nigga, he's like, dude asked him for some money and he was like, nigga, wow, just shot him. Like, you can go watch it because we seen that scene before. Cause
above the rim, that's where you seen that scene at.
we playing for books.
Nah, when in the bring back start talking to Tupac. He said you should know his brother. Hey, Tupac was hot.
Ask motherfucking Scarface here. It's his motherfucking brother.
His motherfucking brother.
Ask motherfucking Scarface here. It's his motherfucking brother. I remember that. I was like, damn. Yeah, I was like, damn. That nigga Tupac was like,
that nigga was some blaze.
Recognize, nigga.
You know, I never seen. That's the only movie ever where you see a homeless man ever get killed. I got tears in my eyes. I never seen a movie where a homeless man he gets homeless. You never seen a homeless man. That's ruthless, man. That's the most evilest. That's the evilest feeling you can have.
You gotta have something on your heart, man. Something got to be really on your heart for that to happen.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
unrealistic, man. That's how bad. That's how much like Tupac had an impact on movies. You know what I mean? As an actor, you know what I mean. He could get away with killing the homeless man in a movie, and people will still love him. You know,
Tupac was
sliced
an
him from
actor.
throat to
Yeah.
throat, from ear to ear. He sliced him, killed him badly. He didn't do him. He didn't just do him a little small stab. He sliced him from ear to ear.
Hey.
They don't know about his Shep. They don't know about his Shep. You tell them about his Shep. Yeah. Nigga, Shep wasn't
That's why.
because niggas, hey, you know what I'm saying? Niggas must have been high as shit. Nigga turned to a crackhead bum. Nigga was slapping backboard playing. He's doing with no because nigga was on one, man. Like
with
this
the
nigga,
air. Yeah.
here, yeah, give me that. Like who you playing with, cuz?
Like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga, man? Shit. What's wrong with you, man? Hey,
He
but
playing
that's
nut,
why I
man.
said,
Let's go to the
oh
3 point.
yeah.
He playing his homie Walnut, man. He got
Hey,
it.
hey, that Tupac had me dying though when he was like, "Hey, you probably fucking with nuts out here." Huh? He's like, that nigga Chef looked at him like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's why I say Ja Morant is the new Tupac. Yes,
You feel like he's
Tupac of basketball. The Tupac of
Tupac of
basketball.
basketball. Wow.
Tupac was sweet because that nigga was poetic when he was a kid. Cause like, and then he grew up to be thug like gangster. Cause at 23. I'm sorry, kid.
You feel like Tupac hit this? Nah, Tupac hit the scene like around 18, 19. You know what I mean? When he moved, he moved to Oakland. That's when he started.
Okay.
That's what turned him
I mean?
out, nigga. Coming to the West Coast, turned his ass
just
smooth out.
Oakland turned him out. Really,
the most.
Oakland was filled with crack everywhere. It was bad in the Oakland in the 80s when crack was still legal. Oakland. Oh my gosh, you can imagine how it was. And then his mom was a Black Panther, the Black Panthers out there, the gangbangers out there, the hoes out there. It had a lot of stuff going on.
So that's when he got thugged out at a later age, is what I'm just saying. So
gotcha.
Ja Morant, Tupac, Ja Morant, the Tupac of basketball. I love Tupac music. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna keep 100. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's been a gang. He grew up being a gangster. So,
well, he never said he was a gangster. He just said he was a thug. You know what I mean? And thug is not gangster. Like a thug just is like a word for like an outlaw. Thug is like a word for like an outlaw in America. Right. You know what I mean? Like how we perceive to, the corporation and people that could perceive us as thugs. That's what he was saying. He never said that he was a blood or a crip. He never claimed.
He never did claim that. But being a thug at 18, 19, that's all right.
That's how powerful.
Still Ja Morant.
That's how. Hey, that's how powerful. Like that's how powerful Stardom was back then. Like Tupac was like, "Yeah, I'm a thug," and how many niggas we knew grew up like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm about to be a thug too, cuz."
Yeah.
I'm a thug. Like, all right,
man. Ja Morant was a little baby saying he wanted to be a thug.
Listen to his dad. T was probably sitting there listening to Tupac, singing it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up and all that shit. Ja Morant sitting there like, just watching his daddy just singing, being like, I want to be that. You get 19, 20, start getting that money. Oh, you going to the NBA, little nigga? All right, yeah. I'm going to get this ready, nigga. As soon as I get that 200 million, nigga, thug life, nigga. Hey, man, that's just my that's just what I'm seeing from my eyes.
Yeah, but who gets a Gatorade deal and decides to be a thug? That's what I don't understand.
Shorty want to be a thug, man. Like
with a Gatorade deal and a Nike deal.
And a Nike deal.
Yeah, nigga, quench your thirst with these clips.
So every little kid now gonna want to be a thug and play basketball.
Nah, they ain't gonna let you. They been quit that stuff. They don't let thugs play basketball. They do extensive background checks. I'm trying to tell you, nobody's a thug in the NBA. Nobody.
Oh no. The last half thug in the NBA was Steven Jackson
or Ron Artest.
Steven Jackson was last. He lasted longer than Ron Artest. But Ron
He
Artest,
did.
Ron Artest did some real thug shit though. Nigga went into the crowd and
That
started
nigga was just
molly
Debo,
whopping
nigga.
niggas.
That nigga, no, he was just Debo. Remember when he caught James Harden with that elbow, nigga? He gave him the people's elbow, nigga. That nigga was like, he tried to run up on him and give him the ball. He said, "What?"
I just think he had mental issues, man. I don't
Yeah,
like.
I mean,
I didn't know what he wanted to do. Did you want to play basketball or fight? Like, what do you really want to do? You know.
I want to do both. I want to do both.
Every
But-
game he can get into a fight. I'm like, what's really going on with this dude? What is wrong with this guy? He's fighting every game.
yeah, and I'm sorry, us as humans, because we ate this shit up, nigga, trying to watch that shit.
Yeah, we all do. All that goes back to like gladiator days, man. We love violence. We love to see people go at it. I mean, from sports to talk shows to reality TV, we all like drama. We all like watching the shit and commenting on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, yeah, that was hella funny.
Anybody want to say something in conclusion?
I'll help one of you.
Well, we was talking about. We was going to talk about. I don't know if how long we been running the show. We running it kind of long. I guess.
Yeah.
We
It's
can
about an
just
hour.
talk.
It's about an hour and 30. So we can
Yeah, that's
pick up.
about good. I mean, we ain't trying to do no 2 hour, 3 hour show or nothing like that.
Yeah,
Nah,
we can
you
pick up.
On the next one, we'll do it next weekend on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or we can start doubling up to do two a day instead of one a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If we do, we need to cut it down to like 30 minutes each.
That's fine.
So
All right.
Yeah, but it was a good one today. It was a good show today.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I'm in tears over here. It was funny, man. I'm dying laughing, man. Hilarious, man.
yeah, y'all niggas is funny as hell, man.
Yeah, y'all.
I'll
right,
catch up with
Alex.
y'all. I'm gonna watch the Lakers game, see what we doing, man.
All right.
You sounded hella frustrated with it. All right,
Yeah,
go
because
ahead.
LeBron's out. AD, we don't know. Is AD playing? I don't know. if
Nah,
he's playing.
ain't chilling. He ain't hurt. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
He's
We have a-
chilling.
I mean-
He's always chilling, man. He getting 45 million. Only player I know that get 45 million to sit on the bench 90% of the league. 90% of the time he's on the bench getting 45 million. That's a great life, man.
I mean, besides Kawhi Leonard, I mean,
That
And-
nigga
and-
AD too.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But see, no one gives Kawhi Leonard any shit about it. They're just like, oh, well, you know, he's such a great player. No one really talks about it. But
Man,
AD's on the bench. It's like, oh, he should be playing right now. They call him street clothes. No one even gets on Kawhi Leonard about shit.
well,
He played for the Clippers. That's why. The Clippers, nobody cares. Nobody cares if the Clippers win or lose. They haven't ever won nothing. They're nobody. They're the sorriest team, sorriest franchise that ever was created in basketball. The Clippers. Sorriest franchise.
Damn.
Yeah, that was all right. Well,
That was
there
hard.
you have it, Clippers fans.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
Niggas is sorry, Cass. And thank you guys once again for listening to Talking About the Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Tyler Byron, and Alan Poe. If you like it, you like it. If you love it, you love it. We love y'all. Holla at y'all niggas next week. Peace.
Spaceship.
That shit is loud, guys.